So, guys, welcome to Back the Pack. We are here following the South Africa game. Um, what a game. Yeah, so we wanted to quickly introduce the fact that we're doing this on Zoom today. Brother Umar is gone on holiday. He left me behind. Inshallah, I'll be with him soon. I'm going to go join him in a few days. But till then, we're going
Can't
to have,
wait. Can't wait.
that's it, bro. We're going to have to make do with what we got. So, yeah. Inshallah, this will go well. No technical hitches. But yeah,
Listen, the main thing is we're committed. It's a promise we made to ourselves. It's a promise we made to our fans and followers, and we're sticking to it. Doesn't
of
matter
course,
which side or which place of the world or country we're in. We're always back in the pack, and we're always gonna bring content to our viewers. So we're
100%,
fulfilling that dream.
100%, bro. So yeah, so obviously, just to introduce, I'm Asim as always. Omar, as I've said, is in a holiday at the moment. So yeah. So regardless, he still followed the match. We had to do a few things. I'll put up a little footage later of what we had to do to make sure Umar had his fix. But yeah, yeah, I think I'll start off with just my opinion on this game was a game of two halves. Like the batting was okay. I think we did pretty well. We had solid totals down the board. The only thing is, obviously, I think we were just a little bit short, and as usual, we didn't bat our 50 overs, which is getting worrying. Looking at net run rate and potential calculations in the future. Um, but yeah, I think the bowlers did a fantastic job defending the total that we had, and I wish we could have seen these performances earlier so that we weren't relying on the calculations. But yeah, it is what it is. Umar, what are you saying?
No, it was so close. We were there. Well, let's kick start from the beginning. So obviously a good toss to win.
Yeah,
I was speaking to a couple of people on on socials, and they were like, "Oh no, we should be bowling first, and we don't know how to score runs, blah blah." I said, "Look, ultimately, South Africa in the previous games, the only game that they've actually won or has been the game that they've batted first. So the fact that they were chasing, and the last time they chased was against the Netherlands, and we saw what happened there. So I think we also saw how they chased the game today. So they were definitely under pressure. There was a lot of I think a lot of segments throughout the game where in their batting where I think even they probably thought, well, this could go out of our hands.
yeah,
So I
no,
think
definitely, bro, definitely, yeah.
the choice was good to bat first. I'm disappointed yet again we didn't bat our full 50 overs. I've been saying this throughout the whole tournament that
Mm.
well, even in Asia Cup, we just can't bat our 50 overs. If you can't bat your 50 overs, then where are we going to go with this? So 280, sorry, 270, sorry. It was never going to be enough. I think we did put a good fight on. And I think that maybe another, if we had batted those 50 overs, and even if we had got another 20 runs, to me, the stage that South Africa was in, I think we would have done them. Um,
Bro, listen, I
so
remember
yeah,
talking to you, our partner, near the end, and I was saying, look, those 20 runs could have come without our extras that we were given, the wides, you know. I think
20 wides, 20 extra, sorry. Yeah, that's
20
a lot.
extras, man. It's
That's a lot. That's a lot.
it's a big part of the score when you look back at it. They weren't much better though. No balls galore. I heard that ding ding siren, and I was getting excited every time. But it was nice to see us capitalizing off the free hits as well. Quite often that's a missed opportunity sometimes. But now overall, like I say, it's hard. It's hard because I was ready for the positive podcast. I was ready for the celebration.
So was
You know,
I.
and then we unfortunately in this case it was unfortunate. The fine margins, man. So many the edges which could have been caught, and there was no fielder there. Runouts were a little just not 100% on it, and
You know what Pakistan was missing in the bowling, I think
mm,
was a magic moment.
Mm,
You know, there's always a magic moment in those games that when you're defending a total, which is a modest total, you sometimes need that Shadab Khan run out or that Virat Kohli special catch, or Ravindra Jadeja, firing a ball right at the non-strikers, then out of the
yeah.
blue hitting the stump. We didn't have those magic moments today. And to defend a score of 270, we needed a few of those. And
It's
then
funny you
our
say that, bro,
our
because sorry, bro, but I saw one thing that was brought up on Sky. Funny enough, just at the end of the game, maybe they're a little bit still sore about the Ashes, but they brought up the fact that Rizwan had an opportunity where he did take a wicket, or he did throw the ball towards the wicket. I can't exactly remember who was at the crease at the time because I didn't even, to be honest, I must have missed that in the match itself. But he did have one of those
was that
moments. Where, yeah,
the
go on.
Bairstow moment.
Yeah, the best moment in the Ashes. So they had that moment, and Sky were very positive about how Rizwan didn't review it. Um, and look, once again, and I think throughout this tournament, one thing that I do say, I was very shocked, and I think we'll cover this. And in fact, well, we can cover it now. But Rizwan's attitude was different today in the batting. But overall,
We
I do think that
Yeah.
as always, what I like to see is, regardless of everything going on, politics we hear about is linked to the cricket. This is linked to the cricket. Bad performances, blah blah blah. But what I'm still liking seeing is we're seeing great moments where, for example, Babar Azam giving his bat and giving a shirt to Virat Kohli or whatever, all these little things. I think this show Pakistanis in a good light and show our cricket team in a good light, which is something we've started, for years, treating our guests with such respect and giving them
mm,
a great welcome and making sure that that even if it's a loss, we go there and we celebrate with them and enjoy it. And I think it's nice to see that the World Cup, that our team's still keeping it up. And I think I sent you a clip of Rizwan coming up to a Indian
well,
kid, and
that
just
was
little things,
nice.
man. And I just, like I say,
Yeah.
overall, I'm just so happy that we're still in a good. Like, I was a little worried, like I say, when I saw Rizzy losing his cool when he was batting, but maybe we needed a
He
little
was
bit of
he,
that in the team.
he was a bit out of character though from Riz.
100%,
I remember
100%.
when I was talking, I was talking to you whilst it was all going on live, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
what is this guy doing? Like, I've got a feeling that he's gonna end up, you know, throwing his wicket, and um,
Yeah,
and it came, didn't it? Okay, he showed a bit of an aggression, which I think we were lacking in the previous games,
yeah.
and it finally came from him, and it's good because there was some intent there.
Mm.
But he lost his head.
Yeah, I think there was a 100%.
It was
I don't know
coming.
whether
Don't you think it was? It was coming. That wicket was coming.
I think, yeah, I think the moment got to him in that respect. Thankfully, he made a decent, like, 31 off 27. Like, at least it was at
Yeah,
the
but
time.
that's
It didn't go on.
that's not sorry, but that's not. I don't think that was decent. But I'm sorry. I'm
No, no,
sorry.
no, no. I
Sorry.
mean, yeah, no, no, no. As
I
in,
just think like, come on, you came in with the right intention. The intent was correct, and I get that, but you could tell that it was at Janssen, wasn't it? The guy that he was having that
yeah, the
issue
one he
with.
was going back and forth with. Yeah,
Yeah. Now he's gonna bounce you out. He's gonna pepper you, and he's gonna do something. Now, cool. He's bought you some good deliveries. You've got to show him some respect. You don't need to now try and hit everything out the park, because, to be honest, we're not the we're not made for that. That's not us, right?
that's not. Yeah, exactly. That's not. And we,
So
yeah, the players preach that we play this Pakistan way of us building a slow innings and whatnot. Today, I mean, yeah, I think the pitch was kind of set up for that kind of slow approach anyway. So it should have. I think we should have played in our hands a little bit.
I
And
think,
I just felt there was a little bit of panic and emotion, I think, in the beginning of the game, which thankfully
yeah.
we did weather. I think, like I said, I do think that we did weather that, and it was nice to see, Saud and Shadab getting decent totals, and just generally, like I say, like there was a steadying of the ship as it went along. But yeah, a
And
bit of
also,
a nervy start.
like if we start from the beginning of the innings, so we look at Imam again. That guy frustrated me today. He absolutely frustrated me. I gave him so many chances, throughout this whole tournament. I thought, you know what, we're gonna let him. We're gonna give him a chance. We're gonna give him a chance. We're gonna let him do something, and I believe that he's gonna score. He's gonna make some runs. But again, usual story of Imam. And you know what? If I'm honest, I think he's had a poor World Cup. I don't think he's added any value. That's my honest opinion. I think
Considering the hype that came in with him, that he was obviously on form and he's been doing great things and he's going to take over this World Cup. No, 100%. I mean, once again, my memory fails me, but I think his Asia Cup wasn't too bad coming into the World Cup. It wasn't terrible, but it's just the fact that when it matters, and this is the more important competition.
but the thing is, like as an opener, it's your job to just come in and score either a quick 30 or a quick, I don't know, 50, 60, and then decide, you know what, I've had enough now. I'm just gonna go and put my feet up and have a cup of tea, because that's exactly his attitude at this moment of time. That's how
I think that was the same. I mean, this is what we were criticizing Fucker for initially as well, is that he also does, it's the do or die kind of innings, and when it clicks, we love it, and when it doesn't click, then we have to rue that performance. But I think, man. I mean, like I say, it was weird because today the scorecard was almost reversed to what we're used to seeing, where we get the good start and then the rest of them are just whatever, just slogging and hitting or whatever. Today, actually, the kind of the middle order saved our day. Well, or at least looked like they had done enough, maybe potentially given us something to defend.
I mean, ABD today. What was that all about? And I've been
this is what I'm saying.
giving him so much credit. I really like him, and I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to judge him now on this game because he's actually been brilliant. But he was really set up nicely.
Nerves, man. There was just nerves. I think there was a lot of nerves
but they were,
at the beginning, for no real reason. But yeah,
they were setting him up though. Awesome. They were balling those short balls. They were setting him up, and he fell into the trap. I don't think he's. I don't think he's a great puller at this moment of time, or a hooker. So, they set him up and they got him nicely. Babar Azam's innings, I expected today at least get your 100 because he was going nicely, and there was a nice little momentum going with him. With him and Sajid Shakir putting a nice little partnership and things were getting nice, and then to be fair, it was a review that got him.
I mean, there was a thing because I was thinking. I mean, I think we were all baffled. Even the commentators were baffled because I was like, "Okay, this is a wishful." They were calling it wishful, and then when that nick came on, I was like, that little line moved, and I was like, my heart, broke. But this is the thing, bro. I think, and then the other thing is also this. I mean, okay, say maybe we can excuse Barber's sort of wicket in that respect, even though he was going for a sweep. That's not his strength when he probably didn't need to go for the sweep. I know the pressure was building a little bit, but like you say, we should be trying to build a longer innings, and he should be trying to build a longer inning. It's also odd
he was slow though. I don't think that was. I mean, people are saying that it was a slow wicket, or that the scenario that we were against required that sort of an innings. But I still feel that we could have paced up the innings a bit more, and I feel that Barber could have done much better here. But I'm sad. You know what it is? I'm just sad. I'm actually really sad. I'll be honest with you, mate. I know.
Listen, bro. I need to stop you there because I'm now keeping positive again. I'm going back to the hashtag with me. Even at the post-match interview with when Barber came at the post-match, they were saying that we can still win the 3 games. There's calculations if the other matches go in our way. I don't know, bro. Like the thing is, what else are we gonna do? We have to watch, and we have to.
I can tell you the calculations now. I'll give you a quick snapshot.
You've had time. All right, go on.
Yeah, no. What else do I do? So Pakistan needs to win all their games now again.
Yes.
Then Australia need to lose 2 games. Yeah. Or New Zealand are to lose their 2 games. Yeah,
but one of them's against us. So,
fine. Okay.
oh,
But so yeah, so that's two scenarios. Um, there's another one. India loses all their games. That's not gonna happen. Uh,
oh
you know,
no.
there's about three options here, mate. And I'm like, I can't see
All
any
right,
of
all
that
right, all
happening.
right,
If
all
I'm
right.
honest.
Let me change it then. Instead of we're gonna go with the calculations because obviously you just thrown out the window in 1 minute. What we can do is look, we got to at least enjoy the greens. Today's match I enjoyed, regardless of the
No,
ending.
today,
And
I'll
yeah,
be honest. Today was a very, very good advertisement for how you actually should be playing when your chips are down. You know, you
yeah,
you play
yeah.
with your heart. You know, this is the Pakistan that I've known as a kid. That you fight till the last moment. You know, you really give it everything. And today they showed that what it was a do or die situation. However, there were some moments when I thought to myself, "Are these boys giving up now?" But then
Mm,
all of a sudden, that Shaheen spell came in.
I'm about to say, bro.
You know, Wasim
Shaheen
Junior comes
today,
in,
yeah,
gives
we're
it.
seeing
And mate, let's not forget the. And I shouldn't laugh because I hope inshallah he's okay. But
substitution.
Shadab Khan substitution, mate. I mean, unheard of, right? Like
Wait.
I I I couldn't believe this, and I thought, imagine this. And it was you I was speaking to
We
when you
were
said to
chatting.
me,
Yeah.
yeah, that when we were talking off air, that imagine if Usama comes in now and he takes all the wickets and wins us the game, and they'll be like, well, that was nice, wasn't it? Like they dropped him, and then he comes as a sub, wins them
Yeah.
the game, puts them through to the
Well,
semi-finals, and
it was the perfect mix with it because we got Shadal's batting and then
that
we got Usama's bowling, which hasn't been up to the scratch, but then obviously finger spinning and Chennai. Oh,
was a
I mean, listen, I was,
good tactics,
yeah,
mate,
I don't
good
know, yeah,
tactics.
maybe it was from upstairs, but it worked in our favor.
Listen,
I was very
I hope,
happy.
jokes apart, I really hope Shadab's okay because when I was
No,
watching
of
that
course.
live, the the four didn't look that bad, right?
Mm,
But the after effects of how he coped with it, I was a
yeah,
bit like, "What is he okay?" Because he looked absolutely like shell shocked. He was stunned. And then they were going to lift him off, and then alhamdulillah, he got up and they sort of walked him off.
yeah.
But it wasn't a nice sight to see a stretcher, and it just reminds me of some of the bad freak accidents that cricket has seen
Mm.
in the past. Phil Hughes, that reminded me of, and I was hoping, ya Allah, please, hope he's okay, Um,
I
but
mean, yeah, I mean, bro, this is the thing, innit? I mean, yeah, that we don't want to see. But bro, I was just gonna say, like obviously, yes. I mean, I think we've covered the batting in a nutshell. I think there's not much to focus
there is
on.
one thing.
Oh, go on.
There is one thing. What the hell were they thinking of sending Chachu up the order?
Bro, honestly, and I didn't even get to talk to you about this off.
Honestly,
I was
like
thinking to myself, why this
this
guy
was
and this, but this is my point. So this is my point about the game plan at that point when Rizzi had just been trying to hit it, and then they brought on Ifti. I'm thinking they're trying to do this. So this is what we should have been doing maybe in the other matches where
this
we
was what
needed
you
to
do when you're
accelerate on
playing.
different wickets, right? We needed to smash it early. We were, slow start, this and that and the other. Now, okay, fine. Alhamdulillah, we're doing some stuff. But I do think there was an element of that where I was just like, maybe this is a bit of a risk or because
It was a risk. It was a risk because ultimately, your Rizwan's out. Now, if you want to accelerate the score later on down the innings, who are you
mm,
going to have? Because you haven't got anyone. And,
mm,
Iftikhar is, our sort of finisher, right? And we got to a stage where he's come in and he's now trying. He's trying to create shots because he's not used to, batting more than 10, 15 overs. You know what I mean? Like,
100%, 100%. Yeah, that's not his specialty. That's not what he
that's not
brings
his
to you. But
speciality.
yeah,
Either the funny thing is though, he's actually he can bat number four, number five,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And that's, I think, if I'm correct, in the first class cricket, he does come
yeah.
in
Yeah, he
around that
does. Yeah,
mark. But But in international cricket, we've been playing him lower down the order. He was like the replacement of Asif Ali, wasn't he? Like that sort
Yeah.
of, you come
Oh,
in at the end and
yeah.
he, So I mean, that guy was something else as well, to be honest.
Mhm.
But yeah, and then we had no one. Then we had to rely on your Nawaz and Shadab, and there was a lot of pressure on them because they haven't
Yeah.
really been scoring. But Nawaz
Yeah.
today played well, but unfortunately he lost partners on the other side.
Yeah.
Shaheen Shah, I don't get this. Like in a random game, he'll come and score some crazy runs, and when it matters the most,
Yeah, man.
he can't even put the bat to wall.
But this is it, innit,
But
bro? Like, maybe we shouldn't be relying on Shaheen. I know that
no, you
they're
shouldn't.
to maybe, finish off if we're chasing or whatever. But in this scenario, like the old Naseem Shah ones and that at the end of the game. But this is not, setting a score and,
No, but
being in
I
that
compare
position.
ourselves to other international teams, right? And
Yeah.
majority of those teams bat all the way to number 11.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I mean, but this is the thing, innit? Like we've
We
discussed that,
don't.
I think,
We don't.
already. So no, to see the
We
middle
just
order.
about get to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, bro, I know. Yeah, I think seeing at least see the middle order today, like I say, perform at least much better than they have been is promising. And like I say,
South
inshallah,
Shakil batted well. South
yeah.
Shakil batted well.
Mm, mm, mm.
Um, I think I don't want to discount his innings. I think he batted really well.
Yeah.
Um,
But there was one
and
point, sorry, I was going to make earlier where the commentator even pointed out that once again a Pakistani batsman gets to 50 and then they're out. And that's the
yes,
only thing that, like you said before about Barber, that even for Saud, I was like, just hold on. Like, you know what I mean? Like we can still pace this. We've got time because
yeah.
we still had overs, right? Because we got bowled
I
out.
told
So
you everyone's in a rush because they want to park up and put their feet up and have their chai shine. So
all right, bro. I'm moving on from this negativity. So, bro, yeah, I want to move on to the bowling now. So, yeah, look, thank God Shaheen showed some fight today. He looked at his best, I think, maybe, best he's been in the
probably
competition.
his, yeah, I'd say the best he's been in this tournament, 100%.
And then also, wickets from Haris, Wasim, and Osama. Osama Bite.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? What a substitution, eh? What a substitution. That was brilliant.
I mean, this is the thing. I think at least on this pitch, he was doing what he had to do, and it was
He still
looking good.
bowled too many full tosses for my liking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think, yeah,
And
we discussed this one when I said he gives a six, and then it's like, oi, for the rest of the balls. Yeah, man. Yeah,
but it's as if he runs out of the pitch. He's like, okay, well, how much more do you want? You've got 22 yards, son. How many more? You know, how much more yards do you need? Like, just get that ball damn pitching for God's sake. Come
yeah,
on.
man.
But yeah, he got punished for it in the bad ball. But I tell you, um, Wasim Junior,
Yeah.
a guy had some raw pace today as well. He
I mean, this
missed
is
the
the thing.
bat a
Yeah,
few times as well.
yeah, no,
Uh,
definitely, definitely. And I think this is the thing in it. It's like once again, I mean, I think the pitch was helping, but this particular show from Wasim. I mean, I don't want to say it again, but where is it too late? Is it should we have tried them before? I don't know, but it's at least we can see where we have the players are there. And I don't think I ever really doubted that, to be honest. But we have the players. We're just not that we gotta go looking for new talent and rebuild the whole team or whatnot. And I really hope we don't see a rebuild. But
we will see a rebuild, Asim. I told you this last time in the last podcast. I said to you,
yeah, no,
they're gonna
true.
do it. They're gonna do a clear up, and we've seen a statement. Now we'll come to that in a second.
Yeah,
that
we'll
will
get
tell
to that.
us, what the plan is in terms of the
Yeah,
PCB's
the
plan. But
future, yeah.
but the
But yeah,
thing
no,
is,
today's bowling, yeah, go on.
I was saying to drop Hassan Ali was a good choice.
Mm,
Um, but I think that I would have dropped Haris Rauf 2 games ago, and I would have played Wasim Junior, and I
mm,
would have played Zaman Khan as well because of
yeah,
those skiddy tracks in
yeah,
India. These guys they're skiddy bowlers. If you see both of the way the way they ball, they are very skiddy. Um,
Mm,
if it grips onto the turf, you know, it could stay really low, which is
yeah,
good for when you're trying to ball those Yorkers or trying to
yeah,
catch the batsman out. You can ball a slow ball Yorkers and stuff,
yeah,
and if it hits the deck in the right areas, it'll give you a bit of chin music, so to speak. Because today I saw South Africa when South Africa were bowling. I've never seen throughout this World Cup this ball, hitting that shoulder length or hitting the head height.
mm, mm,
There was a lot of that. And even from Pakistan today, there were some really good balls that kept missing the bat. The
yeah,
batsmen kept diving, sorry, ducking. So I think uh, Pakistan missed a trick um, 2 games ago. From the game against Australia,
yeah,
and even if not 100% against Afghanistan, I would have played Zaman Khan and Mohammad Hussain Jr. because they would have done a little bit more damage than the other guys did. And there was no harm in trying these guys now because you've tested and trialed personally throughout the tournament. He's been okay. To be honest, he's been mediocre. He hasn't been great, but we didn't have a choice. Fine, but you had
mm,
choices in terms of you had Zaman Khan and you had Wasim Jr. So I think they should have done that. But in
yeah. I
terms of
think,
today,
yeah,
I think they bowled really well compared to before. Um, in the beginning, when de Kock was batting, and I thought, oh my God, what is going on here? That first over of Shaheen, he just mullered him for 20 runs,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I was like, oh, here we go. Like, do I actually go and sit by the pool, or do I actually carry on watching this because this is really
At
painful?
least you
But
got the option, bro. At least you got the
I had
option.
the option. But yeah. And then I thought Shadab Khan, I thought he'll be playing. So
Mm.
hopefully today he'll get that ball to grip and turn. But Allah had other plans for him. So,
Yeah, no,
but yeah,
100%, bro. And I think this is the thing in it. Like, going back to your Hassan Ali point, I think they went with experience. That was the argument. But this, I think now, and I think this is what I said a few episodes ago about like building and looking ahead to the future. So I think we might as
mm,
well move on to that point now, anyway, bro. Because I think
mm, mm.
match-wise, if you watched it, you know what happened, and I think you know it was so close, fine margins. Like I say, we could have been having a different podcast. We could have been making calculations, but
I
I think
was
now.
really looking forward to doing the Ian Smith 2019 World Cup special on the final. And England
Yeah,
win this by the barest of margins. I was gonna do the Pakistan win this with the
yeah,
barest
yeah,
of
yeah,
margins.
yeah.
Unfortunately, that opportunity
Wasn't
didn't
meant to
come.
happen, bro.
It wasn't
But
meant
no,
to
like,
happen.
yeah, like I say, I mean, okay. So plans for the future, bro. Like, I think I'll
Where
just
does
cover.
where
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you think?
Uh,
What do you think, mate? What do you think?
well,
Where do you think Pakistan is going from here? Apart from
yeah.
going
So
back home, I mean.
yeah, well, yeah, Lord. But no, what we were discussing, I think, before was, two things. Obviously, like I said, I think I said it before, like in previous episodes, where we need to start looking ahead and planning ahead for the next World Cup or the next tournaments, etc. And this next time, not have these excuses because, okay, like I think we can weather it this time, and we've had to. We don't have a choice, right? But next time, we want to see something. We want to see them having learned from this. But the worrying thing is now, like I said, there was a statement that was released by PCB yesterday, and I just can't make head or tail of it apart from it being a typical kind of blame game situation where PCB essentially, to paraphrase, they're essentially saying that all the choices that were made were Babar Azam and Inzamam ul Haqs, and we'll look ahead. Please keep supporting the team, which was generally what they were saying because obviously they're upset that everyone, including us and other, critics, Wasim Akram and well, we've seen all sorts of quotes online, haven't been necessarily backing the pack, to use the term. But unfortunately, this is the thing. It's not that they're not backing the pack. We're just, emotionally affected by what's going on. Maybe some more than others, and they should expect that. But moving on from that, like I say, what concerned me was they've talked about after the World Cup we'll address this, that, and the other. It just sounds like us readying us for the inevitable change of captaincy, change of board.
Well, it's already been leaked, hasn't it? So there's
Yeah, I mean they're talking about
you know,
Safraz, and
look up,
and
look up,
and
look,
Shaheen.
think think about it. I think we're probably one of the worst boards in cricket, one of the worst, where there's someone in that board. There's always someone, they call it the mole. Constantly there's
Mm.
someone leaking inside information, and it doesn't. I don't understand this. Like, how can we trust the people that are involved in our setup where someone's always leaking crucial and confidential information? Like,
Well, it
you've
shouldn't be happening, bro. Let's be
no, it
honest, yeah.
shouldn't be happening. It's
Yeah.
gone open now. It's actually gone viral. And if no one's heard it, guys, then you've heard it first here on Back the Pack. Um, Mickey Arthur, um, Mickey Arthur, Grant Bradburn, um, there's a couple of other people in the team management, Barbara Azam, and these guys are all going to be chopped at the end of this tournament. And it's disgusting because imagine they don't even know because they've not even had this conversation yet, but they are
Mm.
being told via the media, via
Press
social, via
press release, yeah. That's the thing.
and this is typical Pakistan. This is where our country is at the moment, where the stability is so bad as it is, and on top of this, now we've got to deal with you know um, I don't know if you want to call it false information because it's going to be true. And
Mm.
the other information that we heard was Sarfraz Ahmad will be coming back,
Yeah.
and he will be
Shaheen,
Pakistan's
yeah.
new Test and ODI captain will be
Mm.
Sarfraz Ahmad, and the T20 captain is going to be Shaheen Shah
Shaheen,
Afridi. And it's funny because Babur doesn't even know that he's gonna. Well, I say he doesn't know. He probably got an inkling that after this tournament, they most likely are going to end up taking the captaincy off him. But
yeah.
there's also chances they could totally drop him from the squad, which I don't think is right. With a person averaging 50 over 57 in one day international,
Mm.
to drop them like that, it's not something it's a clever thing to do, really.
No, I agree, bro. It's worrying. It's like you say, it's a sign of the way things are, unfortunately, in Pakistan. I think as a general, and I don't want to get into the politics of it all.
Nah, we're
Um,
not. We're not. Bro.
yeah, we're not doing that. But no, like I say, bro, it's worrying. Like you asked me about the future. I mean, look, my hope and my positive side, my umid that comes out is that what I said previously. Like I say that okay, we have the players, we have the staff, etc. This and that and the other. Whatever happens, I want the betterment of the team, and I hope that it's not going to be panic changes and panic this. I know you, like you say, probably it will be in to some extent, but as long as we can build from this, watching these performances that we see now, today, and hopefully the next few performances, I'm hoping are also going to be, convincing at least that we still have something in the team. I just want to see us build and move forward and then challenge in the future.
I agree with you, but at the same time, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm a bit concerned about the way our future is going to be. I actually don't know what it's going to look like, but I can definitely be sure that there are going to be some changes, and it's going to be some unfortunate changes. There's going to be some forced changes that are probably not going to be beneficial, sorry, for the team. And this is just unfortunately, and this is the thing that saddens me as a Pakistan cricket fan from a very young age, that we we love to mix politics with sports, and
Mm.
unfortunately, that is where we're going to be, and that's where we are. And until we don't get rid of that piece, our cricket will be in tatters. And you know, I also wish that Muhammad Haris, Abrar, I wish they weren't in the reserves. I wish they were in the 15. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
these guys are impact players. I mean, okay, Abrar has still got a long way to go, but he
Mm.
would have made some impact because he was a mystery spinner. I said this to you like long time
Yeah,
ago.
no, of
But
course, I agree. Yeah.
Muhammad Haris, he's an impact player. Now, name me one player in this squad, in the top five,
Mm.
that you could turn around and say deserve their spot rather than Muhammad Haris, apart from Babar, who's your captain. But who else? Who else actually deserved their spot where you could have had Muhammad Haris in there? But anyway, look, these are things that we're gonna be talking about for a long time.
Yeah, bro, we will
Um,
have plenty of time. We've got episodes hopefully after the World Cup to come up. Bro, listen, I'm gonna wrap up now. Hopefully, we've made all the points that we planned to. We did a little bit of this. I mean, like this, please apologize. We do forgive us if we've been a little bit, haphazard today, but due to our setup. Hopefully this is only going to be for one more game after this. But
But like I said, it's the effort. It's the effort.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah. No,
commitment.
yeah, 100%, 100%,
Commitment we made to our fans and followers. You know, and the
100%, bro.
commitment we made to ourselves
Yeah,
as Pakistan fans, no matter which part of the country we are or what time of the day it is. You know,
yeah,
whether
bro.
it's in our you know, we both work full time and we do
Yeah,
this full
yeah,
time. So you know, we were committed to the cause, and you know, I hope the fans appreciate this. I hope the followers appreciate this.
100%, bro. But yeah, like I say, yeah. We'll be back. We've got, we'll be back after the next game as usual. We'll try and get you a few clips and a few bits and bobs, TikToks, etc. in between. And like I say, the next one is probably going to be similar to today, like over Zoom, etc. And then, inshallah, I'll be joining, like I say, Brother Umar. So we'll be back in person, side by side again.
That's it.
So yeah, no, I just want to say that obviously, thanks a lot again for all the support we've been getting.
Yeah,
Please
thank you
continue
guys.
to continue to like, subscribe, follow us on social media,
Keep
and
sharing our content as well,
yeah,
guys. You know, you
please,
guys have
guys.
been wonderful, you know, and it's nice that we're getting to, you know, I have actually spoken to a few of our followers that I've managed to bump into at work or, you know, even outside of work that, know that we're doing this. And it's really nice to talk to them and actually gain some in the moment feedback, you know. So
Yeah,
thank you
some
to everyone.
insight. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
100%.
So that's it for today. Inshallah, next time will be a win. We can at least finish with a few wins. But no, this has been Back the Pack. Once again, Asim, Umar. Inshallah, we'll see you next time. Back the Pack, Pakistan's in the world.
Back the pack, guys. Back that pack. Not pack your bags. Back the pack.
Oh dear. See you guys.